In this tutorial, we're going to customize some projectiles from the Magic Arsenal package from Arcanor VFX. This is one of the integrations with the Projectile Factory. Currently, I've got this integration set up with all of these working here, and we can see them all working here. There are a lot of projectiles in this package. This is actually the biggest one I've handled so far, and it's really great. It's a wonderful projectile and particle package, so definitely grab it if you don't have it yet. Currently, these all basically act the same way. They have a move forward, a ray cast hit detector, they destroy on collision, and then they do an explosion. They have different explosions, different objects there to explode, but they do essentially the same thing. And their spawn behavior is all currently machine gun normal for the speed that we just saw, and their movement speed is all the same as well. The first one I want to handle is the charge. So I'm going to slow that down to a speed of 40. And I'm also going to change the spawn behavior to a slower machine gun. We still want it to repeat, but just be slower. And so let's check this out. These particles, when they explode, have this sort of force field that has a special force on it that attracts objects into it before they fade out of existence and drop the objects. And that's why I want this to fire off a little bit slower and to move a little slower as well. The next one is this missile normal here. I want this one to follow the target. So let's add a home in on target. And this is a movement behavior, so we don't need the move forward behavior. So let's go ahead and remove that. I'm also going to add a find new target option. There's a few of these objects already created. I'm going to choose the find new target random with a 50 meter, 50 attempts, 3-second delay. So basically it's going to take 3 seconds before it finds a new target, and we'll add that. And because we have a 3-second delay, currently the logic for the target in the demo scene is this character at the bottom is the first target. So let's change the home in on target to one that also has a 3-second delay. So now if we look at both of these details here, we can see that the start search delay is 3 seconds and the follow delay is 3 seconds. So this object will go forward for 3 seconds before following. Let's go ahead and check that out. And the last thing I want to demonstrate in this video is changing the spawn behavior to something that shoots more. So our machine gun just shoots one projectile. There's no other option set. They're all set to 0 here. And there is a slight repeat delay that's 0.2. That way it just gets essentially 5 projectiles per second, and it repeats for forever. So we're going to change this out. We're going to choose one of the existing ones. Let's do 5 at 45 degrees, and this is a slow, and check this out. So this is going to be 5 projectiles, and we currently have a delay of 0.1 second between each projectile. That means it's going to take basically half a second to get through all of them. And we're going to do a spread angle over 45 degrees on the X, and keep the start angle straight ahead. And so it's going to go from 22.5 degrees left of that start angle to 22.5 degrees to the right. That start angle. And we also have a repeat delay of 0.5, so half a second there. So there we go. Now it's producing all 5. Now if we want them to fire all at once, all we have to do is change the delay between projectiles to 1. Since this is a scriptable object, the settings are instant. It's saved on the scriptable object, so now we can see all 5 firing off at once with a half-second delay. We could also expand this to be in 90 degrees if we wanted to, but keep in mind that this is going to be affecting all objects that have the same behavior. Or we can do 180 degrees and go all the way around. Open it back to 45 degrees as the name suggests, and we're all set. So those are some very easy and quick ways to customize the behaviors without changing really much of anything. Just change a one behavior out or adjust the parameters just a little bit, and you get completely new projectiles. Of course, if you wanted to create a different version of the Dazzle missile, so that you have one that goes straight, one that goes a little crooked, one that fires 3, or one that fires all around, then you can just make duplicates of these and treat them as separate projectile objects with separate behaviors. While you are able to change behaviors at runtime and add and remove behaviors at runtime, I suggest that you just create multiple projectile objects for different collections of behaviors, and then just change the projectile out on the projectile spawner at runtime instead. If you have any questions, come to the Discord, and I hope to see you real soon. Thanks.